She thought grief had taught her everything about loss, until her mother's voice returned from beyond the grave, carrying instructions for a journey that would unravel everything she believed about the woman who raised her. Sarah's hand trembled as she replayed the voicemail, her mother's voice warm and clear, recorded just hours before the accident. The message arrived 3 days after the funeral, from an unknown number.
If you're hearing this, I'm gone.
Her mother had set up a timed delivery, insurance against the secret she'd carried. She wanted Sarah to follow clues to 5 locations around their small hometown of Millbrook. At each one, an envelope waited. The first location was Morrison Park's old bandstand, where her parents had gotten engaged. Taped beneath the railing, a manila envelope sealed with red wax. Sarah felt its weight and resisted the urge to tear it open. This second clue led to the high school library, to a book her mother had checked out 27 years ago. Another envelope tucked between yellowed pages. Sarah's curiosity burned, but she'd made a promise. The third envelope came from a law office on Main Street. The receptionist handed it over with no questions asked, just a knowing look that suggested she'd been waiting for this moment. By the fourth location, an abandoned textile mill on the edge of town, Sarah's hands shook as she retrieved the envelope. 4 sealed secrets in her bag, each one heavier than the last. The fifth clue pointed to a cottage at the end of Sycamore Lane she'd never seen before. Roses climbing the porch. An elderly man answered the door, his expression a mixture of sadness and relief.
You must be Sarah. Your mother said you'd come.
She opened all 5 envelopes at his kitchen table. Bank statements, adoption papers, letters spanning decades. The story assembled itself in devastating pieces before her eyes. Her mother had given up a child at 17 before marrying Sarah's father. She'd been sending money to Thomas every month for 33 years, living a carefully divided life no one had suspected. The last envelope contained a letter to Sarah's half-brother Michael, now a married father of 2, explaining everything, and a note from her mother asking Sarah to make an impossible choice. Michael didn't know he was adopted. Thomas had waited, wanting to tell him only after Sarah's mother died. Now the decision belonged to Sarah alone, whether to give him truth or let him keep the life he knew. But Sarah's father had died 5 years ago, never knowing the truth. Her mother had kept this secret through 30 years of marriage, had divided her love and bank account, had lived 2 lives at once.
She wanted me to decide what he deserves to know.
Thomas showed her photos of Michael's family, his 2 children, the life he'd built. Sarah thought about her own father, whether knowing would have broken him or freed him, and the weight her mother could no longer bear. Sarah made a choice her mother couldn't. She slid the letter back to Thomas along with her phone number, her voice steady despite the tears on her cheeks.
When he's ready, tell him he has a sister.
Walking back to her car through the twilight, Sarah replayed the voicemail one last time. She finally understood why her mother held her so tightly, why she said "I love you" like she was running out of time. Some secrets are heavy enough to sink you. Others you carry so the people you love can stay afloat. Sarah had learned which kind her mother's was, and which kind her own would become. Sometimes the greatest act of love is choosing what to protect. If this story moved you, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.